Oh, come on. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're unboxing the DEWALT 12 amp hour 20 volt DCB 612 batteries. Now if you've been watching these on the internet hoping for a Black Friday sale, and it did perform this year. This year we were able to pick up some of these for $149 each. Regular price $299. So that was a real good deal. Hopefully when you see this video you can still go get some of your own if you'd like to get these batteries. These are the FlexVolt batteries. They can operate in 20 volt or 60 volt configuration. We got these primarily for this unit, our DEWALT power station, which this unit will put out 1800 watts continuous at 120 volts. But it does eat the batteries if you're running this at capacity. So as we're going, I'm going to fire this power station up. We're going to make some coffee, grind some beans, and then as that's going on, we'll see what our state is on the power station. We have 4 5 amp hour batteries, 100 watt hours each. So we're going to make some coffee and see what the state of charge is on this battery. And then as we're unboxing, you'll see why we wanted the 12 amp hour battery, especially when we're using this at a construction site. So let's first get the coffee going, and then we'll do the unboxing of the DEWALT 12 amp hour batteries. First, we're going to turn on the power station. Loud beep. I wish I could turn this off, but can't. That is a little bit annoying. Now we're going to grind some beans. It's plugged in right here to the power station. I like to grind a lot of beans. Full flavor coffee. There it is. What's the state of charge of our DEWALT 5 amp hour batteries? State of charge after grinding some coffee beans, 3, 3, 3, 3. Still running a full charge on those. All right. Already put some water in here. We're going to measure the capacity of our new 12 amp hour DCB 632s in terms of coffee making. So here we are with our 5 amp hour, 4 5 amp hour DEWALT batteries, model number DCB 205. Let's see what this does in terms of making coffee. Plug it into our power station. Okay. And we'll start making some coffee. We're going to let that roll. So this is in real time. In a little bit, you'll hear the fan come on this unit because this is a 1500 watt draw. So let's see how that goes. And while we're waiting for that, let's get our boxes open. So here's the new packaging from DEWALT. Don't we appreciate this? That old plastic clamshell wrap that they had in the past, that was a nightmare to get open. You remember that? Look at this, cardboard. And yes, recyclable in USA and Canada. Paper box, good for them. Also, these batteries were made in Malaysia. You can get these batteries made in Malaysia, South Korea, or China. From what I've read, the ones from Malaysia are the ones you want. If you've had a good or bad experience with the ones made in South Korea or China, let us know. Nice packaging though. It'll jump off the shelf at you. FlexVolt, our most versatile battery system, 20 volt or 60 volt. These are 12 amp hour at 20 volt. Well, how many amp hours are they at 60 volt? 4 amp hours. We're going to get into how that all works in a little bit after this coffee finishes making. Sometimes amp hours and watt hours, it gets confusing. You see a little battery that says 5 amp hours, and then you have a big battery that you see on a solar system is 5 amp hours. That doesn't make sense. We'll show you why that doesn't make sense and why watt hours are a much better way of calculating battery capacity. Okay, enough talk about that. How's our coffee coming? Looking good. Let's open our box. I'm not going to destroy these boxes because we might be needing them for a return, possibly. You know, these do have a 3-year warranty. I don't know if you can see that. 3-year warranty, battery limited warranty. So that's pretty awesome because these do have more circuitry inside than your typical 20 volt. Straight 20 volt, these are FlexVolt, so they do have some more things that can go wrong with them. So happy to see that 3-year warranty. All right, we're almost there. There we go. Oh, come on. What's in the box? That's it. They have a little magnetic strip for theft prevention, and this baby. Little plastic bag, no instructions. This is it. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to weigh this and compare it to the 5 amp hour battery. And also, yeah. Here's your 1.3 amp hour battery that you get with those kits, the DEWALT kits. That's crazy. Well, what kind of capacity do they ship it with? 1 bar. Gonna have to charge that before we can get too crazy with it, huh? It says right on here, please remove, has this little decal on here. Looks pretty nice, right? How's our coffee doing? Okay, we're at 5 cups. That's pretty awesome. Oh, I see. So to get that off, push, pull. Let's see, our build date on this is 5/8/2024. Got a little QR scan code right there. We'll see where that goes to. So as I look at this battery, it's pretty impressive when you think about it. Looking right on the back here, it says Type 1, 18 to 54 nominal, 20 to 60 volt maximum, 12 amp hours at 20 volts, 4 amp hours at 60 volts. 240 watt hours. That makes sense. These 5 amp hour batteries are 100 watt hours each. So this one, 12 amp hour, is 240 watt hours. How much is this guy? 1.3 amp hours. 30 watt hours. So this guy is 30 watt hours and this guy is 240 watt hours. While that coffee's brewing, let's just talk a little bit about why we needed more capacity. This year we were on a project in our hometown, and it was apartments, so we couldn't really use a generator. It was a fire restoration project. So the apartment had caught fire. PG&E came out, pulled the meter, so no power on the place, and we're doing rehab. That's framing, new insulation, new plumbing, electrical, drywall, painting, pulled some cabinets, you know, the whole thing with no power. So we were using this unit for the most part as much as we could. That way we didn't have to use a generator. But with the 4 5 amp hour batteries, we found that we were running out of power relatively quickly in the day. We have actually 8 of these batteries that we could charge from home. But some days when you were running the compressor and some heavy loads, even the 8 5 amp hour batteries would run out in a construction project. Also, we bought this unit to go camping with. That way we can make coffee in an off-grid situation, charge our laptops, do everything you would normally do. This thing has a 1800 watt continuous output if you have big enough batteries. So that's why we got these batteries, in order to have more capacity. Probably going to fast forward a little bit so that we can see how long it takes to make this coffee. And then we can also see how much battery is left. But I'm going to let it run in real time so you can see the timestamp, how long it took to make the coffee and what kind of capacity we have left. So let's just let it run. And while it's running, I'm going to go ahead and open the rest of these packages. There's one. Now you can fast forward this. You don't need to be sitting here watching, but I do want you to see what this can do in real time. No fancy video editing here. This is just real time making a pot of coffee. Battery number 2. Got to pull this sticker off. We're at about 10 cups of coffee now. This is a 14 cup coffee pot. Manufacture date 5/8/2024. There's 2. 1 monster. 2 monsters. Here comes number 3. Power station today is not turning the fan on, maybe because it's cooler today in the house. A lot of times, about at 10 cups of coffee, you'll hear the internal power station fan come on. Helps cool the system down. Not today, though. Battery number 3. Please remove before use. Manufacture date, drum roll please, 5/8/2024. There's 3. Last but not least, 12.5 cups. Power station's not complaining at all today. We were doing that job I was telling you about. It was in the summertime. Oh man. It's like 100+ degrees, and this guy was running its internal fan a lot, which does use more power, right? Oh, don't rip my box. Unit number 4. What's the capacity here? 1. They must ship it with 1. Seems low capacity. Give me more power when you ship it. How about a full charge? That's fine. I don't mind charging it. I also want to see how long it's going to take to charge these. That's going to be an overnight process. We'll be charging it with our solar system, I can tell you that right now. Build date, 5/8/2024. And looks like our coffee's finishing up. Timestamp, 18 minutes. Never turned the fan on once, so it's good. I bet you it's going to have a little more capacity than normal because it didn't have to run the fan in order to make that pot of coffee. We'll let it finish percolating for a second. I'm going to bring you in here now in one cut. So you're going to watch me from the back with my other device. I'm going to get a here it goes. So after making one pot of coffee, we got 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 bar. So in the morning we will try for another pot of coffee, see how far we get with these 5 amp hour batteries. In the meantime, I'm going to charge up these 12 amp hour batteries, and then we're going to see how much coffee we can get out of that. So stay tuned. Pulled these batteries out. They're pretty warm after dealing with that significant load. Again, there's about 1 bar left. Let's put these back in the power station, see how many more cups of coffee we can get. So far, we've brewed 14 cups of coffee. Let's put them back in. 1 bar, 2, 1 bar left on that one, 3, 1 bar left on that one. Before we start this, if you want to put down in the comments how many more cups of coffee you think we'll get, out of these batteries with 1 bar? Let's just see what happens. Put it down in the comments. See what we get. I'm going to say 5 more cups. Let's just see. Power it up. Need some more water. One bar left. Let's see what you can do, little guy. Plug it in. Uh-oh. I don't know if we're going to get the 5 more cups. Let me just tell you, it's already upset. While that's going through, see how many cups more we can get. I just wanted to mention, this is really nice. It's like a raised, embossed DEWALT. It's going to run out here shortly. Contacts, all clean. There's our 4 corners. This is what the power station looks like when it's about ready to run out of power. All these lights start flashing. Interesting about this power station, which maybe you've experienced, is that if you have a weak battery or a smaller capacity battery, whatever battery runs out first, it shuts the machine off. So if you have a 3 amp hour and 1 3 amp hour and 3 5 amp hour, when the 3 amp hour is depleted, that's it, runs out of power. So each of those is flashing saying the battery's low, but since these are all about the same age, I bet you it'll go until all of those are depleted about the same time. We're about 3 cups. Still going. Come on, baby. Make it to 5. You can do it. Not happy. That's it. It ran out of juice. So now, let's see, once all that water trickulates down into the pot, how many cups we wind up with. It's just under 4 right now, so when all that water trickles down into the pot, what will we have left? looks like we wound up with 4 cups. So the first pot was a full pot, 14 cups, and then this pot we got 4. So with 4 5 amp hour batteries with the DEWALT power station, we were able to brew 18 cups of coffee. So now let's charge up our 12 amp hour batteries and see how many cups of coffee we can brew with 4 12 amp hour batteries. But that will be on the next video because we need to charge these. So thank you for watching.